Welcome to the Tuesday Night Report. Preston
Tuesday
and
Night
Shaur.
Report. I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit non-standard for us, Preston. We don't usually do it Tuesdays, but I was busy Sunday, you were busy Monday, and so we decided, okay, gym buddy time. We come back together on Tuesday and make sure this happens. And
Yes,
thus,
yes.
the report is occurring at this point in time. What are we
Plus,
reporting on
I
today,
mean, our
Preston?
Tuesdays kind of we're going to be variety, right? So it does give us a little
Yeah,
bit of,
yeah.
of wiggle room. Today's our report. We're going to be covering the top teams going into RMUC. So I've kind
Yes.
of in my mind, this is our RMUC prep. So us and the audience can familiarize ourselves once again. What top teams are going in? Who should we be looking out for? And then Shaur, I'm hoping we go a little bit deep on this. I've got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff prepped for you, for us to look at together. I want us to take some notes together with the audience, with ourselves, so that when RMUC hits, we have expectations, right? When we see the bracket and we're like, oh my gosh, now it's hero versus one hitter. I want to
Mm-hmm.
know what that means. Like, I want to
Oh,
know
yeah.
how the strategy matchups are going to look.
And we can talk about that. I agree. I agree. I'm glad we're going to go in depth. It's something that I always love to do in these kinds of talkings. And I know it's a report, so we should be doing that.
So, assuming that your memory and my memory are similar,
Yes.
that means we are going to look at a few matches that we've already looked at today.
Yes.
Here was my
Although I
plan.
wouldn't
Here's my
mind the
plan.
reminder.
I've got 6 games queued up. We're not
Okay.
going to watch the whole matches. I just want us to watch like at least half a round from each of these games.
Just to remind us what was happening.
Yeah, I want to look at what's the team's strategy, what's their strongest robot, and then together we're gonna take some notes. So I've got us a
All
note
right.
page
All
as
right.
well. Um,
Ooh.
so in
Send me
between
that
each
notebook.
round, we'll come back.
It's
Spoiler alert:
there.
our first teams will be Robot Pilot versus Artnix, and we'll just
Ooh.
jot down what are the top highlights from the teams. What are we looking at? Um, that's the plan.
Sounds like a great plan, Preston. I'm
Sweet.
really excited about it. Let's hop right in.
Sounds good, guys. Hopefully everything is working on y'all's end. Remember, you can let us know in chat if you have any issues or if like you can't hear me for the first 20 minutes. Give me a shout. But first up, we've got Robot Pilots versus Artnix.
Robot Pilots versus Art Next. Did they also? So these are both teams that played already and are also going to internationals.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So let me explain. Sorry. The
Interesting.
top like 36 teams from RoboMasters University Championship are going
Mhm.
to the international finals.
Oh wow, it's a lot of teams.
Yeah. And so what I've done is instead of us looking at all 36, we are going to
Mhm.
be game 1 Andes, or we're going to be like, we're going to be a little bit boring, and we're going to say probably someone from the top 12 teams is the winners. We're going to
Yeah.
take that top half, the top third. Um so today we are going to watch a lot of teams we've already seen actually.
Mhm.
But these are teams from the top, basically the top 4 from each region.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool
Because
stuff.
that's
Let's get into it.
that's what we want to see how they line up. That's Robot Pilots in the red, Artnix in the blue.
Okay, they have an engineer that goes underneath the bridge.
Dude,
That's
they got
one
the
thing. I actually
tiniest
remember
little
that.
engineer.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh, both are very fast as well. Look at them grab those cubes. Robo Pilots, the hero on the Artnik side is really doing damage to that outpost as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean both
It's
sides, right? But
gone.
the outpost falling on both teams at the same time. Incredible hero accuracy.
I'm slowly starting to remember these teams, I think.
Mm-hmm. The sentry for Robot Pilots doing a good job landing a lot of hits. Early darts from Artnix. The sentry not having a lot of movement from Robot Pilots.
Yeah.
And then, oh my
Oh, a
gosh,
dart
darts.
hit. A dart hit. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. Doesn't send a dart back, but the hero's also doing a lot of damage. Both these heroes are kind of not hitting a lot on the bases.
Yeah, I agree. I'm noticing that there's not an aerial. Oh no, the aerial fell for robot pilots.
Yes, I remember that as well. It did fall, which was a very sad thing to happen. But the hero was able to clutch up and take out the
There's
outpost
some of your
regardless.
balancing standards.
Yeah.
I mean, early Artnix with a strong lead. Both teams good heroes on the outposts, but their long range capabilities seem limited.
Yeah. It doesn't seem great. I mean, I think Artnix is still better. Like it's like Robopilot's hero has been sitting there for a long time
Oh
and he's
my
barely hit
goodness.
anything.
No way he lives that? The blue hero just took a full mag dump from Robot Pilot's Red Standard 3, who ran out of projectiles. The hero
That's
probably survived with 2
unfortunate.
HP. That was insane.
Unfortunate, but also that's the game.
Yeah. Where's the
Okay, I
Sentry? It
take it
doesn't look like
back.
either
Maybe now we're
Sentry really
doing it.
moving a bunch.
Yeah, neither sentry's doing a lot. It looks like one of the sentries is stuck down there somewhere with that hero, if I'm not mistaken. Or sorry, in the bottom left of the screen, you see that that sentry there. It's just kind of, it looks stuck almost to me. Looks like it's not supposed to be there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, try to move back. Oh, it's starting to go somewhere. Maybe it'll be interesting. Yeah, I would not call these teams sentry heavy. Their heroes are solid, but I would not call them the best heroes either. Engineer Econ is also fine. It's not amazing by any means.
That's half the round. I feel happy with that. You ready to talk about
Yeah,
these teams? I've jotted
let's
some
talk
things
about
down.
them. Yep.
So, trying to conceptualize from all the rounds we've seen, these don't feel like top 2 material to me.
I would agree.
I am happy that they're in the top 12, right? Going into the matches.
Yeah. I'm thinking some of the highlights to me. Biggest thing is that the heroes are solid, especially at the outpost. The heroes on the outpost, great, phenomenal. The base, a little left to be desired. And I think the standards are good, but they're not really utilizing themselves in the best way. Like I feel like we've seen a lot of standards that play really well and aggressive and like are playing the map a bit better. And these standards are not really pressuring either hero. They're not really getting onto the other team. And I think that that's a little bit of a missed opportunity from these teams as well. But they're not bad by any means. These are not bad teams, I would say. I think these are very like middle of the pack in my mind. Like I think this is like a 6 and 7, right? You know what I mean? I wouldn't expect them to be great. I wouldn't expect them to be horrible.
Okay.
Right? I don't think they're going to crash and burn by any means. So
I agree. These are what I would call 3 functional bot teams if we were talking about RMNA. Right? They have good engineers that can get gold cubes, they can cash gold cubes. Their heroes can land good shots. They're not super one-dimensional, right? We've seen teams where the aerial does all of the outposts, so the hero can't hit crap. We've seen teams that are very dependent on the standards, like aggressive gameplay. That doesn't seem to be the case here. So I appreciate that from these teams, but I do agree with you. They have the whole package, but they don't really have a superstar player, and they also don't seem to have a very aggressive strategy. So they're kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the fact that their strategy, I think the strategy is the biggest thing for me on them, is that it's like they're just kind of playing. They're not really adapting to the other team at all. And I think that that's what keeps you out of the real top in my mind.
Agreed. Yeah. All right, continuing in the South region, next up we're going to have Taurus versus South China Tigers.
I remember this match. I do remember this one. This one is an interesting one because South China Tiger, if I'm not mistaken, goes really crazy hard in this one, and it's very fun to watch. But
3,
2, 1, bring on the bots.
All right, so Team Taurus in the red, South China Tiger in the blue.
Cubes. Both go for the silver cubes in this match. I see the drone coming out as well on the red side a bit faster. Is it South China Tiger's drone that's like really crazy accurate? I think we're about to see soon. Okay. Heroes coming out. That drone is lasering the engineer. Where did the blue drone go? Oh, he's right there.
Both drones are up and being aggressive.
Yeah. Oh no, the blue drone is taking out the outpost. Look at the health value. Yep. And yeah, this is the crazy accuracy one. I remember this one. This drone scares me. This drone is terrifying. Very solid drone. I remember that was like one of the big things I remember about South China. But I feel like Taurus's hero was really good.
Yes.
If I'm not
So
mistaken.
Taurus's hero, we just saw it work in combination with the aerial, and now the Taurus aerial has switched over to focusing fire. Look at Blue Standard 4 falling low and now taken out by the drone. As the hero for South China, now, I mean, 5 or 6 projectiles in, they've started landing. There we go. Got it dialed.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Not getting the sniping bonus because they're not quite hitting the top panel. They're hitting the one right under that, but still doing solidly. We see some darts coming across. This is all Southern Regional, right?
Yes.
Yes. Ooh, dart land. Can we get a second? Second dart? Nah. We got one, though.
These teams have very similar play styles as the Sentry drives off the edge. Can't really
I
hold them
remember
against that.
that.
Like, that can't really hold that against them. It's a Sentry.
Mm-hmm.
The human drivers, what is happening is their balancing standard entangled with the red team's own Sentry?
Yep.
That's rough.
I remember this is the one where South China gets 2 robots essentially taken down.
There's a dart hit for Team Taurus as well.
Oh, and Red said,
Oh
"Oh yeah,
my
this is the
gosh.
one where all the robots fell over and
Yeah,
like
Blue
died."
Standard 4. Lots of balancing bots again, though. I love that we're still seeing those in the University Championship series.
Yep. The red drone firing back. I already like these standard drivers more. They're coming in. They're being aggressive. Yeah, they're like 3 of the standards on this field are gone because they were too aggressive. But it is better than being not aggressive enough. Every single robot is down on that side. Amazing, beautiful stuff. Really good things to see. Both sentries just staring each other down, flipped over, is incredibly funny to me.
Chat, someone remind me or clip this or something. There's a meme. There's got to be a meme here for the two sentries, the 2 autonomous bots just laying down next to each other, both incapacitated.
Yeah. Both completely incapacitated is the funniest part.
But they're autonomous, so they don't know that. So like they're still twitching and stuff. Ooh, a cool shot here from the inside of the tunnel. Oh my gosh, as another balancing bot goes over. All right, that's the first half of round 1. Shaur, I think I've got a pretty good grasp of these 2 teams. You ready to make some notes?
Yeah, I think I can make some notes here. Wow, these teams like to fall over a lot. I would say so. That's like my biggest. That's my biggest note.
I'll put it.
My biggest note is these teams were like on the ground, kissing the floor because they were just so excited to be there. I guess. Tippy for sure. Yeah, these are also teams where I think the drones are really solid. Is the big thing. The drone on the South China Tiger is an incredible accuracy, and I think that's a big like positive for them. I don't see a lot of other positives necessarily. I know they have balancing standards, but like,
I mean, they both teams hit darts.
They did hit darts.
Both teams had really good drones, so they're kind of off meta, right? If we think of RMUC as being a ground robot based game, I think both of these teams are competing with kind of off meta picks, and it's working good in their regionals when you can do like outpost with the drone, then hit a couple darts. That'll work. That'll get you, I think, top. I think if we're saying top 6 for the first 2, I'd say these. I'd say 5.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's tricky though. Because I know we're going through 12 teams, and I'm like, are they really better than 7 other teams that we're gonna watch? I think that these rankings will change as we watch more.
They
but
sure
as it
will.
stands, they are definitely better than the first 2 we just saw. I think that they just have a little bit more robot fidelity to them and a little bit more game sense. Like their standards are actually being aggressive occasionally. That's one thing I like. Their heroes are landing shots more just up front. Like their accuracy is better. And so I'm willing to believe that this is a higher level team than the other one. Not convinced it's 5 yet, but we'll come back to that.
Okay. Oh, well, so far I put them in pairs, so there would only be 6 total pairs.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Then I think I like that so far. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Next up, we're switching regions. Going to take a look at Robo Walker and WMJ.
This is the Western Regional? Northern Regional?
There's no West. I think there's South,
a Northern
Eastern, and
got it.
Northern, I think.
Was it Central?
Central. Thank
Okay,
you.
so this
South,
is Central.
Eastern, and Central.
Got it. And the order is Southern is what we watched first, Central is the one we're watching now, and
I think
Eastern
so.
was what we just finished. Awesome.
Probably.
Great. Good stuff. Chat, if you remember, let us know because we're sleepy and we forget because we watch so much.
Well, honestly, the good thing is, Shaur, the whole reason we're looking at these is because the regions aren't about to matter anymore. It's time to look at the top teams from each region and kind of compare as they bring on the bots. RoboWalker in the red, WMJ in the blue. Both teams, again, tiny engineers making their way to the center. One going through the bridge, one going up the ramp, both getting to the gold cubes, though. 2 drones prepped and ready. Awesome team poses. That gets you some aura points.
RoboWalker and WMJ both trying to hit the outpost with their drones, but it looks like RoboWalker is a little less accurate than the previous drone we saw. But not bad. It's still good accuracy. Now it's really turning up.
But that was crazy. I mean, look at. I think I can just buff back. This is CV in there, really nice. You can see the click. I mean, it just pop.
That's true. That's true. It is doing solidly, especially for how far back they are. Usually we see these drones a lot closer. For how far back it is, it starts a lot earlier shooting.
That outpost is down in the first 30 seconds. I'm really impressed.
Not bad at all. And then it immediately focuses fire on that engineer. Does it take it out in this situation? I remember it taking it out, no? Oh yeah, it can't get anywhere. It's target prioritizing the engineers so that they can't get econ. Also, both standards playing really aggressively, really smart play by them right here. Although I think that red standard 4 is not going to make it out because it's getting destroyed by the blue standard 3. Does it make it? It does make it out. Wow. And does blue standard 3 lose for that? Oh my goodness, they're 1 HP, and they do get knocked for that.
Yeah, very similar to the match we just watched. That red team Ariel doing a great job of switching from the outpost to the robots.
This drone user is incredibly smart. That's the first thing that I'm thinking in my notes. I'm like, good game sense, man. Good game sense, doing target priority, knocking out the sentry as well. Yeah. Hero is completely just able to line up these shots. They're snowballing.
Yes.
Look, Red Center 4 is back.
I would note that the RoboWalker Hero has now launched 10 projectiles and landed 1. Mm-hmm. So we're at 10% accuracy. That lands a second. There we go. There's a third.
Better. 1 out of 11, 3 out of 12, 1 fourth.
The dart's really close. There's another hit. I mean, they're walking it. They walked it in, so they needed some time.
Yeah. Was that another dart right there?
That is a dart hit for RoboWalker.
Yeah, first dart
as well. Crazy aggressive standards. The aerial continuing to just prevent WMJ from doing pretty much anything.
Oh yeah.
So oppressive. I mean, the outpost is still almost at full HP for RoboWalker. I don't even know what they can do though. I mean, it's a level 1 hero for WMJ. Their standards are like level 2.
Yep.
They haven't been allowed to play.
The sentry's not doing a ton either. Like, it is firing projectiles, but it hasn't really, like... It's just kind of in the corner. Whereas RoboWalker sentry is all the way on the center point, was actively engaged in conflict and keeping them off of there. Like, they can't get onto the center point without having to contest with 3 robots, essentially. Which is obviously not fun to do.
Yeah, and now that I understand the rules better, right, having just watched so much RMNA, I understand that the drone is also sharing all that kill XP with the standards. You see these 2 level 10 standards now for the red team. As the
drone gets another kill.
Yeah. There we go.
I think the drone is their best robot. Oh, here we see the hero is being left alone for a little bit. Not for long, though.
Yeah. I'm interested. I'm kind of, if we can see them finish off the base, I want to see the stats for how many hero shots they've fired, because look how many are missing. While I've been doing this whole monologue, they haven't landed a projectile.
Could you buffer back actually a little bit to see what killed the blue hero? Was that not the sentry that came up to it and destroyed it? I'm just curious to watch
this red sentry? Bro's
this red sentry
44 hero
comes
projectiles.
all the way here.
Oh my gosh.
And takes out the blue hero?
I believe that's red standard 3.
Oh, that's red standard 3. Okay, I thought you like that's a horrifying sentry if it was looking around to kill that hero.
I think the sentry did try to go up the ramp to attack the hero, was unable. As you see, red standard 3 now navigate that ramp perfectly. We'll buffer forward. 744 to protected 5,000. Y'all know how this ends.
Goodness, how much time is this taking for this hero to knock out the base? At some point, you send your standards in, and there we go. You send the standard and just take it out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hero accuracy is to be desired for sure on the RoboWalker side, and by a lot.
I just want to see the stat screen.
Bring it up. Bring on the stats.
There we go. 81 hero projectiles. That's absurd.
That's a lot. That's a lot for not
in a
lot
good
of
way.
value. That's a lot of hero projectiles. And essentially none of those were used for the outpost, because the outpost was entirely taken down by that drone.
And there was no robot combat either.
Yeah, no hero robot combat.
And the standards finished it off. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
RoboWalker. What's the good, the bad, and the ugly? The good, their drone is amazing. Like, by RoboWalker, my biggest note to future self is drone so good.
They can lock you down really easily with just the drone alone. And the standards position well with it is the other thing. The standards
Aggro
play
standards
with the drone
all day.
Super well. Yeah. Sentry's also good. Their sentry's moving. It's able to find targets on the other side. It's able to do some damage. It's not to the level of like some of the other sentries we've seen in RMUC, but it's not. It's a like, I would say top 5 sentry, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think the sentry's good. It plays well with their strategy. If you're gonna have cover fire and aggressive standards, you may as well have an aggressive sentry, right? Their game plan seems to be a strong offense is a good defense.
Yep.
Right.
Lock out the other opponent from even trying to win the game, and you win the game. That hero, that is going to be a real hard point for them if they meet someone who's able to fight back. Yeah, they're going to lose out on the base race.
I think we're going to see the match today, but I can't recall the team name, which is why we're doing this with our notes. But there was a team who used their sentry to defend their hero.
That was we watched that like last week.
Yeah, and just no one could mess with that hero. If RoboWalker gets paired against that team, I think they lose every time. Because it'll then become a hero race, and I frankly have to delete from my notes the walking it in, because with their first magazine, they were able to walk in the hero shots. They were not able to find that spot again.
Very poor accuracy. It is also a problem they might fix. Like, this was almost a month and a half ago now for them. So it's very possible they fixed the accuracy issue. They found out this problem. But as it stands, that's going to be rough. That's going to be real rough.
I liked your version better. Right now, I think Robot Pilots am at like a 10. It's okay if we have duplicate numbers. Artniks, I'm thinking they're also in the running for 10. They seemed exactly matched with Robot Pilots. Taurus was tippy, but had like a drone.
7, maybe I would say here. Like,
can we say 8? Because I think I would put South China at like 6.
That's fair. I think it's good.
I think there was a bit of a gap there. These guys,
I think a 5 for RoboWalker and like an 11 for WMJ.
5.
Yeah, I think a top 5. I think because the drone standard sentry can get you real far in the beginning.
I'm saying 7.
I could live with 7 as well. I think between 7 to 6. 5. I think 6 is good. WMJ, though, I think is like
RoboWalker versus South China Tiger, which I think is a game that actually happened, and I think you're right. RoboWalker actually won that.
Yeah.
But this strategy seems they don't have any other choice, is what I'm saying. They have to play this way. They can't go to a hero matchup. They can't
beat any good hero, and there are at least 5 good heroes that we've watched. So
WMJ.
I feel like I agree. I think this is more of like a 10 as well. I think I'd put them at a 10. I think they hit as the first 2 do, and I'm kind of a little shocked they got that far to RoboWalker. I guess the region was a little bit different, right? But it is interesting to me because RoboWalker really did like just kind of destroy them. It was not close. They couldn't get out. Like, they didn't have any way of combating the standard sentry drone, and they lost so fast and got snowballed against so hard. And I'm like, the fact you couldn't recover at all tells me, you don't have the tools to recover. And you don't have the tools to recover from that, I don't think you get very far.
I think that round went the way that RoboWalker wanted it to.
Yeah.
And I think when RoboWalker is allowed to play their game, they play really well. But I think they only have one game, right?
Yes,
I think if you stop their push, they have nothing.
Yep.
But if you let them snowball early, they're an early game team all day, right?
Yep.
So I do think it countered WMJ hard round one. We saw basically nothing out of them. I did note that their engineer had good econ. They were able to get like 400 gold ahead of the other team before the aerial started killing their engineer.
Poor engineer.
Yeah, it was a tough game for WMJ. Frankly, we didn't get to see a lot out of them. I'm gonna just put stifled. Or smothered or something. I mean, they weren't able to come back.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Yeah.
Steven in chat saying the bigger question is how far do the international teams make it?
They're not hitting top 12.
They're
I hate
not
to
hitting
break
top
it to
12.
you.
And so I do want to look at it, right? We're going to look at both because we're internationally focused, because we do English speaking commentary, lots of reasons. We champion the RMNA community. We will be watching like all of the international games and doing commentary post in English on those. So we'll get to see those teams and talk in depth about them. I'm not committing to doing all like 80 games of RMUC international finals, like the actual finals chunk. So I want to make sure we do this chunk so that we can go in educated, right? About the Chinese
team. The best teams. Yep. But yeah, I think that I would love to see any of these teams, any of the four, Phoenix Robotics from Japan, Enterprise, Hercules, AIM, any of these four do well at RMUC. I just think like the bar is high, guys. I think people forget that the Chinese teams that are winning have been doing this for 10 years now.
Yes.
And I think that, that time allows you to like utilize and learn so much, and knowledge transfer is so good amongst these teams. And it's like, you get job opportunities straight out of college for it there. You get a bunch of like funding from the government even on this. It's like, they have a lot of stuff in their favor that I think makes it really tricky for international teams to do well. I want to be proven wrong. I want to.
I mean, but just watching these teams, you're saying 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a dream.
It's a dream.
I'm not saying there's more than a 10%.
You have a dream, Preston.
But I think there is a chance that what you happened right here, somebody's going to clip, and in a month they're going to be like, Shaur doesn't believe in the international community, but they made it to top 12. Like, there's like a 10% chance that we live in.
It'll be hype. If it happens, I would be so excited. I would be the first one to be like, the world is a good place. Things are going well because Hercules has made it to the top 12. I'd be so happy to see them there. I got to be realistic with the prospects here, Preston, and knowing that the international teams do not make it out usually to these higher level positions in the international bracket. They just don't, and that's fine. I think part of it is also the fact that the international bracket, you play amongst all yourselves first, and you're not playing against these like hard regionals that like everyone else is, where you can get this experience, where you can meet these people who do all these things. Like, I think that's part of it as well, and that's something to discuss later. But
you know what you haven't factored in, Shaur?
What have I not factored in? The diff.
You haven't factored in this.
You're
right.
But
in a very real sense, I'm pained. I'm haunted. I have nightmares about A&M going last year, doing so well, except for the fact that they didn't go in with the right strategy.
Yeah.
They made more progress than our team, than like any U.S. team has made in years, just by showing up, taking down an outpost, getting a kill, like being present, being on the rift, doing their stuff, right?
Yeah.
But if they had gone in with a little bit of strategy, I really think they could have won like 3 matches. I think they wouldn't have dented the top 12. Okay, I'm not under no illusions.
Yeah. It really makes you wonder what would happen if a VT went instead this year, for example. And what if they were in the national bracket? I think it's really funny. Since we're on rep, I can talk about this. So after VT and CU's RMNA performance, the RMOC went, why aren't they at the RMUC? Keep in mind that the RMOC explicitly told CU and VT they did not make it to RMUC. And I think it's just so funny that they wanted them, that like after they saw the actual performance at RMNA, they're like, oh, we want those teams actually.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that's the reaction, because they're the bots, the 3 bots that performed at RMNA are ready for RMUC.
Absolutely.
There is nothing to differentiate, in my opinion, between the Sentry, the Standard, and the Hero from CU
At
and VT.
Sentry,
and
especially?
UW most years. Their Sentry obviously had issues this year. But I mean,
Yeah.
we're watching top 12 RMUC teams right now who have sentries that like, oh, this round it doesn't move, right? This hero can't make these super long shots. And I'm not saying that the RMNA heroes are ready to make crazy long shots, just buckets all day.
Mm-hmm.
But the CV for these teams is incredible. Like if there was a full squad that had these same attributes, I think it'd do pretty dang good.
I think it would do well. I mean, I'm thinking of like the CU hero like accuracy, and I'm just like, that's very translatable to a long distance fighter. Like, it would not be that hard.
So here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is Virginia Tech, CU, any of the top 5 RMNA teams, the year you decide to go to China, hit me up. I will donate at least $400 to your team.
Oh, same here.
Please
Hit
shoot
up,
me
hit
a
up
direct
Rep.
message. You better freaking go to China though. If I send you
You'll
$500
get.
and you don't go to China, I'm gonna be knocking on your door and being like, "Hey, bro,
I need that back.
what the heck?"
I need it back.
And I know there's
I
a
think
lot of political
actually.
stuff and school stuff, but like
Oh man.
that's what it is.
Would it
I'm
be
hyped.
interesting to you, Preston, if we came up with the rep travel stipend, where we would like together we send like $800, 400 to any one like top performing RMNA team that like promises us, or maybe even like if we really want to get crazy
How
with it,
about
we could be
when
like,
they
here's a
pass their
contract.
assessment? We send them
Yeah, when they pass
$800.
their assessment, we can send them $800 and we go, good luck in China. You have rep on your side. Like that
Yeah.
could be interesting. I'd be so down to do that, to give
I'm-
back to the community.
I'm also so down to do that.
Yeah.
We'll make a thing out of it, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
back when I was on Texas Aimbots, a little bit of story time for y'all.
Ooh, I love story
You
time.
see all the discs from my disc golf on the wall.
Oh,
okay?
that's what that is. I thought those were just like
these are
nice
all
colored like
Frisbees.
decorations.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
awesome.
these are all really pretty discs that my wife has organized by color.
This golf stream one.
Yeah. So me and a bunch of the guys from the Texas Aimbots would play. It was a lot of fun. And basically, long story short, on the course, there's all these lakes, and you can jump in the lake and pull out discs, and you can sell them. And during my grad school days, I made like thousands of dollars selling discs. Thousands of discs, okay?
And the people wanted the discs. I wanted discs.
So many Frisbees. And so we always chatted about like, oh, all we have to do is do one swimming day with all the guys and Robomasters at Texas A&M that swim for disc. We'll do one day dedicated to all this money goes to the team. Boom, there's $500.
Yeah.
So chat, if one of those teams does dedicate to going next year and they pass that final assessment, I'll do some sort of stream thing. We'll figure it out. We'll get it'll be a fun number, but something like $800 over to that team.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be $690. Maybe it'll be 2 installments of $420. Maybe we'll think of a more mature and funnier way to transfer money to them from the rep channel.
I think that the first 2 ideas were your best ideas. I don't think we're going to go beyond. I think there's nothing better than that, except for increasing by another like $4,000.
Yeah.
Right.
But clip it, let the teams know, because I think watching these top 12 teams, I think Virginia Tech, CU, UW, or RHIT could totally make a competitive case against some of these top 12 teams, the bottom chunk of these top 12 teams.
I would agree.
All right. Next up, we are at I'm deciding for today that I'm calling them one hitter versus Born of Fire. Let's take a peek. One hitter, of course, with a very storied past in the RMUC finals, a team that goes really, really far. Now, Shaur was mentioning it. It is a little bit easier is maybe not the right word, but easier to get that funding, that support, and that belief when your team has done it before.
Yep.
Quick Engineers did the Silver Cubes. Interesting strats. The Sentry for one hitter trying to take the center. Was not able to make it up the ramp. Decided to retreat. Look at the damage now coming across on both outposts. The Hero Drone combo from Born of Fire is ridiculously fast. I mean, I say that it's 625 where we've been seeing some of the most accurate drones finish off an outpost. They'll be right on pace. An absolute bloodbath. The bottom of the map?
Everyone's just dead in the bottom of the map. What is happening? That Red Center 3, how are you alive? The drone chasing it down, does it get out? It did. It leveled up? So lucky. What a lucky level up there.
The red sentry and the blue sentry firing a lot of projectiles at one another, but frankly, the blue sentry landing a lot of those. The red sentry doesn't seem to be landing quite as many, getting taken pretty low, but great navigation.
You know, it occurred to me, how does the AR like place the little green look like the little vision cone, right? Isn't that strange?
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the end of this round. I think it's the same as the projectile pathing. Yeah, it's just using GPS plus the accelerometer in the speed monitor module. Is my suspicion. Oh my gosh, the base kill, the spawn kill for blue standard 4, chasing that red hero all the way back to base. Can he get out?
He's gonna get out. He's a level 10 standard. Why did he go that way? Why'd you go that way, brother?
Because he's not scared. He lives here now.
Oh, and now he goes this way.
I mean, frankly, living in their head rent free, but he bobbles the exit. Oh, we talked about this when it happened.
I remember this. Yeah,
and then the sentry gets taken and the drone. By the drone.
I will say it took like 4 robots to chase him all the way across to almost his side of the field, including the drone, which he can't fight back to take him out. And he had no projectiles anyways. So I think low key, like, still an amazing like trade for them, right? They
took out check out the one-hitter drone going after the hero.
Yeah.
It's not super effective, but can be bothersome to some of the teams whose heroes struggle already, right? It's just distracting.
And that red standard 4 came in as a little bit of a surprise sneak attack, knocking out the blue hero. I think, yeah, I remember this round pretty well. These are both just like solid teams, I would say.
They are. These lapses in tempo remind me of my low elo like video game play.
Absolutely.
When I play League or when I play StarCraft, I'm not good enough to keep the tempo going all the time. I always hit a point in the game where I'm like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do right now, but I know what I'm supposed to do in 20 seconds. So I'll just kind of bebop around. The red sentry now making his mark solo in the opposite side of the field. Fighting with opponents, retreating well. Really good motion, but I will say I'm not impressed by the red sentry's kind of projectile planning and firing capabilities.
Yeah, I think both sentries leave a little bit to be desired, honestly. They're great at moving, but they're not really great at like target prioritization or even like game state analysis, I would say, is the big thing that I'm kind of like wishing both had a bit more. Like this blue sentry is getting knocked and there's like nothing around it and it's not really doing anything, right? It's just kind of standing there being like, oh, I'm taking a little bit of damage.
So that's half a round. I feel like that's all I need to know about these two teams.
I would agree.
I think the biggest takeaway for me for both of these teams is it's drone at hero for both of them. And what I mean by that is the drone for both teams seem to go from focusing on the outpost to shooting at the other team's hero.
Yeah, trying to keep it from getting started, etc. I think that's a good way of putting it. I also think that actually...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, Born of Fire's hero, I think, is also not bad accuracy-wise by any means. That was not a bad accuracy hero. It was like a solid, like, I would say, it was like a good hero. It was able to hit the outpost a couple times and hit a couple base shots as well. Whereas one hitter's hero with a little less pressure on it, honestly, didn't come
really
up to the standard as much.
It was harassed. So it did get spawn killed early, and then it came out again, and the drone took it down to like half before it even got to a position.
Yeah, but that feels weird. Like, I get that that's kind of like, we didn't get to see it very well, but I'm also like, if your hero can't really get anywhere, it's a little tricky, I think, to be like, it's a good hero. Because there are other heroes that are quick and are like nimble and can like take more punishment in general by just dodging more.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, your pathing isn't great with your hero. You don't quite know the map well enough to be able to avoid those drone spots. You don't know to go to the bottom right. You don't know how to like keep an eye out for standards. And your standards are also not coming to help you very much. I think the teams are very cohesive, I guess is the best way I put it. That's their biggest issue.
Yeah,
low
strategy. The macro was lacking.
Yeah, macro is lacking.
I feel that's the same for both teams.
The Mac lack, if you will.
I will. So give me a number of fingers, because... I mean, unless you need 12. But where do you think where do you think one hitter falls in our top 12? What do you
Think
think?
around the 8-7 mark as well. I don't think they're that much better than the
I'm fine
previous
with
7.
8.
Yeah.
I don't even. I mean, we're getting down to the last couple teams. 7. I'm
I
fine
think
with
we come
7.
back around. I think we come back around and see, but I think they're in the 7 range for me. Like within the 9, 7, 8, 6 range is where I'm thinking. Right. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Next up is Tars Go versus Jillian University.
Jillian.
We're down to our last 2 matches we're going to be looking at clips from, and then we'll take one more peruse of the notes. So look at the teams. Chat, get ready to tell us, because the question of the day for today is definitely who's your favorite to win RMUC 2025 10th Anniversary RoboMasters presented by DJI Championship University Series Extravaganza.
How did you know the whole title off the top of your
That's
head
it's
like
just
that?
all of their
What
titles
the?
combined. That's not the official
I
title.
literally just sat there. I was like, he just did it. He just went through the whole thing.
Thank goodness
Sure.
for Rep Channel. But kidding aside, chat, who do you think is going to win RMUC 2025? Really excited to see. 2 of our contenders this year are Jillian University in the red versus Tars Go in the blue. We've got a silver start versus a gold start, which is interesting. This is the Mars rover. For the blue team. Remember their engineer looks just like the rover?
Yeah. Oh, what was the name? What was the name that I had given this rover? I called it the Curiosity.
Yeah.
The Curiosity engineer, or something like that. What did I call it?
This is like the most violent start
name.
we've seen. I mean, I know we're not commentating.
Yeah, everyone is dead.
Holy smokes!
both the standards are out for the red team entirely. Tars has completely eliminated their ability to like take out their hero. It is like just kind of sitting. But the red hero is also unchallenged at the moment. Like no one is coming to take it out.
Look at the blue drone for Tars Go now chunking through the
damage.
red sentry.
I don't think the sentry lives. It is doing some interesting pathing though. I like the way it's kind of like zigzagging around a little bit. I like that. It is also maybe going to get out actually.
There's no way, right? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, he stands. Yeah. That little pause there while I thought about where to go next was a little bit too much. Okay. Tars has taken up the entire midpoint and is basically like just looking to harass this red hero.
I'm not sure I love this Jillian University play. Having standard 3 and standard 4 and the hero all in that one position.
Yeah.
Seems like overgrouping to me.
It is a lot of overgrouping. And I think as we're seeing here that they got pretty heavily punished because blue standard 4 by itself was able to just start focusing down on it. And then the drone came. Yeah. And the blue drone came as well and kept the pressure up. And now the hero is just kind of by itself. You'll actually notice. I love this strategy where all your robots are on the midpoint. They're preventing the other hero from getting close to doing anything, right? Your engineer's cycling the silver cubes, and your hero is completely defended to just keep on chunking through the base.
Bro, the hero for Tars Go has great accuracy.
Got amazing accuracy. It's missed like maybe 3 shots max. I say that it's now missed 5. And then it lands another. That's really good accuracy.
Yeah.
Steven hitting me with the what? What did I say, Steven? What happened?
And now, Jillian University, not to be outdone, firing back with their hero. The drone continuing to harass. I really appreciate these harassing drones.
Yeah, absolutely. It does strike me as important to point out that all the like top drones we've seen so far have all been like harassing the team. They're not just there to like take out the outpost, but they're actively playing a role the entire game. And that does also require that your econ is solid, as we're seeing that the both teams econ pretty good with Tars Go having a bit more to work with, as well as getting more resupplies for that reason. And that hero has not left that position the entire game, essentially. No one's really challenging it either, which is interesting to me. I feel like it's a little bit of a throw from, well, I guess it's also tricky to do so, as we see like the red standard 4 is trying to get up that ramp, can't really get there. Now is finally making a push towards there.
The hero of Jillian University. I'm not sure they're going to get a chance with 776, now 576. Red standard 3 trying to make the hero play.
Really good game sense from the red side. Did he
It's
run out of
a
projectiles?
good catch.
Oh,
They're
that's
trying to save the
unfortunate.
base.
It's an unfortunate reality that they ran out of projectiles right then and there, and the hero now has projectiles. But oh, the red hero is landing a bunch
Oh
of
my
shots out of
gosh.
nowhere. This is real close. That was so close. Both heroes are very solid. I think actually these are the two closest teams we've seen so far.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was
we
not bad at all.
accidentally watched the whole thing because it was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Jilin University. They were on the red side.
Yes.
They started with the silver cubes. That's important because later we noted, wow,
The econ
Tarsgo
differential.
has such great econ, and they still had their own silver cubes left, which are not contested.
Yes.
So I was
they
not
also
actually
had
super
the
impressed with their
midpoint.
econ.
Yeah, Tarsgo also had all the midpoint control for so long without any harassment, without any issue from Jilin, and we're still like not at the levels of econ we've seen some of the other robots, especially in like the eastern region with like the 2,000 almost 3,000 gold exchange sometimes by that point in time.
Yeah. So I think for Jilin, they're in my mind like a 1.5 robot team.
Yeah, their hero's really solid. I have to
So
give
good.
it to their hero. It's a really good robot, and it is the second most important robot in my opinion to have at like the top play, right?
Second.
I think engineer is the most important. I mean, it has to be, right? If you have no econ, you can't play the game.
Okay, but if you have a mid engineer
Uh-huh.
and a great hero, I think that's Jilin University. And I think they're doing
That's fair.
like they only
That's
have one
fair.
strat, but if they can turtle and just give their hero, I mean, what did they need? 30 seconds? 45 seconds? Chunk through almost the whole base.
That's true. That's true. But that hero is really good.
Really good.
It's a really good
but that's
hero.
all they have. Their standard accuracy was kind of trash. Their macro wasn't great to me.
No.
They had that crazy aggro start where everybody died. They overgrouped sometimes. Their econ
Steven
was behind.
Steven's bringing up in chat as well. Red 4 bumped blue hero after they ran out of ammo. This stopped the bombardment as the hero had to re-zero in on the base.
Is he in YouTube chat?
Yeah, he's in YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm reading both. I got both pulled up just to make sure.
Hi, YouTube
chat. Sorry,
Sorry,
YouTube chat. Just to let you guys know, this isn't your fault. This is Twitch's fault. Blame Twitch for this, by the way.
You can blame me a little bit. I love Twitch chat.
Yeah, we do love Twitch chat.
But Tarsgo. So let's talk about Tarsgo for a second. They looked great. Great econ. Aggro start. They had good hero accuracy. They had a good harassing drone.
Yep.
They did have that mid-game macro lull.
Yeah, where they were just kind of sitting around, but it wasn't as bad as some of the others, like the other teams. It was a small little lull.
So I would call. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna also say I think the Tars Curiosity Rover. I remember the name for it that I had brought up. Tars Curiosity Rover. I think that also. Can you write that down somewhere just so I remember that in the notes later?
Oh, I've got it. Yep.
Perfect. I think that the issue that Tars really runs into in my mind is it's just kind of like they're just a little slow. They're just a little too slow sometimes. Like their hero has good accuracy, but it's not like the best. Their engineer is good, but it's not the fastest. Their drone is harassing, but it's not landing a ton. Like there's a little bit not statted enough, I think, in all their robots, just enough that the whole thing is slower for it, right? Their ability to take out the base, and that's why they almost lost towards the end, because they were just a little too slow, in my opinion, with their accuracy, their ability to stay in position, their ability to keep things off of their hero. You know what I mean? A little too reactive almost.
Would you be willing to say that Tarsgo gives you kind of RHIT vibes?
Yeah, they're just a little too...
They have all the bots. They look really good. All the bots are very functional. But if you told me it was like their first year of having all the bots at the same time and putting the whole puzzle together...
It does feel like it's the first time.
They haven't started min-maxing yet.
Yeah.
They've got the whole team. The squad's assembled.
Yes, and they do play well. Like they have good game sense. It's just like they're still a little too reactive and a little too patient, I guess is the best way to put it, with their bots and their abilities, and that their stats are just not as high as they maybe need to be to really compete in the top echelon. Like I don't think this is a top 4 team.
So I put 5. How do you feel about 5?
5 is good. I think 5 is a really solid place for them.
And then in stark contrast, to me, Jilin University is the opposite. They are... I can't throw that much shade on Jilin University.
I was gonna say, you think this is the CU in a way?
Yeah, this is how CU
Yeah,
is when they actually get to the match, right? They have
yeah,
one ridiculously good robot, and it kind of carries.
yeah.
But I'm calling 6.
I think I would agree. I think that unlike in RMNA, having only one really solid robot is not enough, right?
Yeah.
RMNA, it's 3. You don't have to focus your econ. There's a little bit less overall you're managing. In the macro of RMUC, one solid hero almost pulling it out at the end isn't enough to keep you in the game. And also, like, it's not able to defend itself very well, and its standards aren't really coming to its defense. Like, it's not getting supported very well, in my opinion. It's hard to bring out its best, right? When it is out, amazing, solid, probably the best hero we've seen so far. All
Yeah.
right. But when it's not out, I don't love the odds. I don't
I
love the odds
am
against it.
feeling the lull from the lack of dart hits, and it's making me think maybe we took for granted how many darts we're hitting at the beginning of this list.
Yeah,
So we've got
I
one
am
more match to
agreeing.
look at, but I'm just noting that mentally
No,
something to
no.
simmer on.
I do remember that this was kind of like the trend I had observed also, that the southern regional was very dart heavy, the central regional was very drone heavy, and the eastern regional was very hero heavy. Those were like the kind of interesting little like dichotomy that I remember
Ooh.
seeing. I just remember thinking about this at one point. I'm curious to see if superpower versus hero brings that to be true. But based on the fact that I remember talking about the hero a lot last week, I think I'm gonna be right here as
Yeah.
well.
Well, let's take a peek. Superpower versus hero. Chat, if
Two
you are
English
loving
names.
any of these matches and you want to go see them, go check out our YouTube VODs. We covered the full version of like all of these, I promise.
I'm like so
Two,
certain we've seen all of them.
one. Oh, we have. These are just semifinals and finals.
Bring on the bots. Yeah, we got superpowers. Yeah, superpowers engineer goes underneath the bridge, I believe, if I remember correctly. Oh no, it goes for the silver, and then hero comes up. It's been only like a couple days, and I can't remember these matches anymore.
Yeah. Really aggressive defense of the Central Island. Hilariously from Superpower, who's not on the Central Island.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this. Superpower is the one that's in the bottom right corner the whole
Oh,
time with their red
yeah.
standard. That's the strategy they end up pulling out on hero. I remember this now.
100%. Both teams chewing through the outposts, using their drones. Slow, though. I mean, they're about 30
Yeah.
seconds behind kind of the pace, 20 seconds behind.
Yep. Yep.
This
Oh,
is
this
the
was okay.
sentry
Yeah,
that defends the hero
superpowers
as well.
sentry is
Yep.
incredibly good. Even then, though,
Yes.
the hero does still fall right there. Just want to make note of that. But it is possible to break through their defenses. The real thing that's keeping superpower from like losing this game, I remember this the whole time. The real reason hero can never come back is their hero gets trapped here essentially because their standards are out in the middle of nowhere trying to fight off this hero, the superpower hero. Um, and so Red Standard 4 is just sitting in this corner and will do this for the entirety of all 3 games played. Just
Yeah.
sits in that corner, and that hero doesn't do anything for the rest of the entire match. And that's really unfortunate. I also don't remember this hero on Superpower side being particularly good. I remember it being pretty mid overall, given that it has a lot of defense and isn't really hitting anything yet. How many projectiles do we have in that hopper, Preston? Do you see?
19.
19.
But like you've said, we're still at 19.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes and 45 seconds in, and we're still at 19.
We
And the
go. The
first one
first
fired
shot's
doesn't
low.
hit.
The second one hits. The third one hits. The fourth one
Fourth one,
hits. The fifth one is making
yeah.
Shaur take it ball
This is
back.
what I remember. This is what I kind of remember. It was good burst fire from the hero. It was able to keep itself defended. But yeah, this is kind of what I remember thinking about the regions themselves. Was that the eastern region was very hero centric, the southern region was very dart centric, and the central region was very drone centric. I remember this very well now.
I almost want to see if I can find a different match from Team Hero.
Yeah, it might be worth doing. I am curious, like if they weren't getting completely
I
stomped
mean,
by
we
this
just saw this
strategy.
one, and so
Yeah.
let's chat about it.
Yep. Yep.
You go ahead and lead that discussion. Let me do a couple clicks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the big thing about superpower is that their hero just like starts doing it. You know what I mean? The hero just starts doing it, but it only is able to do so well because that sentry is so good defensively. Like that's the entire play by play of superpower. Their strategy is keep the red standard there to puppy guard the other hero. Um, Use your sentry to defend your own hero in case someone tries to do the same thing to you, and then let the hero just keep pressing by. It kind of reminds me actually of one of the first teams we watched today, WMJ, where their hero was just kind of like sitting there and just kept resupplying over and over again. It didn't hit as much as the superpower hero does, but it was still really solid. Like it's a good strategy. And I think with the hero as good as superpowers, it's like, yeah, that's worth doing. I do want to note that both drones are kind of they're not bad accuracy. It's I struggle to say bad accuracy. It's not bad, but it's not like any of the drones we saw in the southern region, for example. Um, or even in the central region, honestly. Sorry, southern region or central region. Both of those drones, I think, are better overall that we've seen. Yeah, I don't know. These are not 1 and 2 in my mind, is the thing, which is the weird part, because that means we haven't selected a 1 or a 2. But I feel like these fall into maybe a top 4. I think this is like a 4 situation for superpower, or maybe even a 3 for superpower. I don't know. I go higher than that because I think the darts really do matter, and that's why I want to come back to the southern region and talk about the darts that were hit because those darts are really good for those teams in these situations where the other team hasn't been able to land one. None of the other regional teams we've seen were able to land even a single dart except for the southern region, and that's going to I think be huge.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I think we've seen the
I
darts
wish
be
I could
very
see more of
influential,
hero.
but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, the darts, like, you can't kill the whole base. There's
It's true.
675 damage per hit.
What was the team that, by the way, was able to do? Do you remember this? There was a team that came behind the base with their hero after the darts hit it
Oh,
twice
and just went
and
kaplunk, kaplunk,
broke
kaplunk,
it.
kaplunk, kaplunk, kaplunk.
Yeah. What team did that? Did they made it far? I remember they made it. Was it
It,
Born of Fire?
it was so early. It was one of our earlier VODs. We'll have to go back
Yeah.
and check. But we, we,
We'll have
we
to
named
find
a
it.
strat after them.
Yeah, I want to see if that team is also in the top 32 because honestly, that's a team where I'm like, they had 3 to 4 darts hitting every match, and then their hero just sent it. That's a team where I'm like, you know what? Very possible top 5 contender just from that alone because the darts happen
That's,
so fast
yeah.
and no one is guarding as well as that team they played against were. Like, no one's going to be like, maybe they'll be ready for it if it's against that team specifically, but it kind of eliminates a lot of the strats we're seeing at the moment. Like it's really good against those strats if it works, right?
Yeah. All right, I've got a match queued up. Let's take a quick peek at Team
Quick beat.
Hero versus Smart Robot. So again, Hero in the blue is the team we're really trying to keep our eye on. Smart Robot, nothing to be scoffed at, but at least this will give us a look at Team Hero when they're not getting absolutely stomped.
Did you just see their engineer run into their standard? Not great coordination. And their other standard ran into their standard as well. That was a very like Scooby Doo moment, honestly. Very funny. They just kind of both stopped after hitting each other, like looked at each other, then
This
left. That
is
was really good.
still a crazy messy start.
Yeah, I don't love their starts. I do love that their standards are so easy to get off the center platform through the middle. The center area, we see a lot of teams falter there if they try to do it. But yeah, they're behind at the moment against Smart Robot.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where their drone is aiming. It's aiming at the engineer. That's what's happening. It looked like it was just very low for the outpost, but the
An
hero drone, in
interesting
my opinion,
strategy.
has misplayed. So we've talked and honestly sung the praises of teams.
What the? Why is Hero shooting at the base with their hero? Oh
Yeah, we.
no, their hero is new. That guy does not know what he's doing.
It's his first day, bro. It's not. This is actually quite far into the competition. Um, what I was saying is we've actually sung the praises of the drones that are harassing robots, but that has been said in the context of after they take down the outpost, they do a good job of providing cover fire. I think Hero kind of got confused about that. Their team they shifted their focus onto the engineer of Smart Robot prior to taking down the outpost, really delayed their team's start. Smart Robot not able to capitalize on that. Hero's still playing. I mean, 3 functional bots, right? 7, because it's RMUC now, but 7 functional bots from Team Hero.
Yeah. Functional, not great.
Their sentry isn't super involved.
No, it's kind of just meandering in the center there.
What the heck?
Why does everyone... Okay, is this just the strat against Hero? You just stand in the bottom right corner with your red
Bro.
standard, and then you take out the Hero over and over again? Does this Hero just not have any spinning ability? Is it not able to defend itself at all? Is that why this is so hard for them to make any pass or play? Because if that's the case, I consider this 12 out of 12 for sure. Like, they can't make progress on objectives. He's so scared. Like, why are you standing? There's no one there, man.
I don't know why he's in the base.
Why are you there?
Well, look, everyone puppy guards against him, okay?
Well, they also have no econ. I get that. Like, they got... What else is he gonna do but just chill? But, like...
Yeah.
Don't block
the
your
communication
engineer.
Isn't great.
What
the
is
driving
going
isn't great.
on, man? Oh, no. I honestly, Preston, just for the driving alone, I think, like, 12 out of 12.
How does this go?
I mean... They have to lose. I mean, they
have
don't
to win.
Obviously.
Hero has to win this somehow. I'm skipping way ahead. Yeah, somehow
they
Hero
won the
wins
first
that
round. No clue how. I mean, look at the base damage done at 150.
Okay, all right.
At least the sentry
we don't need to flame too hard, but yes, Hero is 12 out of 12.
I think that's 12 out of 12. That's 12 that's unfortunate for them. And I just like, yeah. Very, very strange. I've never seen this bot before. That's a very interesting bot message. We're banning it in chat. Don't worry. But that's just a very funny one that I hadn't seen before. I wanted to bring a little attention to, being like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
It's different. It's different. But
for those of you on YouTube afterwards, come watch the streams live if you want to see my live reactions to bot messages, because otherwise you won't see them.
Back to the bots that actually matter.
So true.
We've gotten a good look at the teams. I have one question for you, and then I want to talk about the strats. I want to stop talking about the teams.
Hit me with
Who's your pick?
My number one?
Number one. Who do you think wins the whole shebang?
Can I read all the names again real quick?
Yeah.
I have them. Yeah, so let's start from the top. Okay.
Chat, let me know. YouTube chat, let Shaur know. Who do you think takes the whole cake? Because we never went higher than 3.
South China Tiger. I think that's it.
Oh.
I think we go back to the front. I think South China Tiger or Taurus. I think those are my 1 and 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and at least bump these up to 4 and 3.
Yeah. Who do you think's 1 and 2 then? Darts are really strong. That's what gets me.
Really strong.
Darts are really strong,
Look,
and these are the only top 4 teams.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I think Superpower is a 1 trick.
I agree. I think like a 5.
But
do you think the 1 trick wins?
Bro, look. If no one can figure out how to play against your 1 trick, I think it's fine.
Oh my god, they need to nerf Genji.
What's the melee equivalency here? Is it like Kirby or some crap? Like, can you just be a Kirby 1 trick?
You cannot Kirby 1 trick. You can Fox
okay,
1
well, fine. I'll give the league equivalency while you tell me what the melee is. Because for league, what I'm saying is, like, I don't know, Rakan mid.
Okay,
it's not what you're supposed to do, and it's not supposed to work.
You're supposed to do.
But if you can make it work, and no one has practiced playing against it, and you just keep pushing that one strategy, that's what we saw versus Hero. They did the same thing every round, and Hero was like, we don't know what to do against this. It's like the clip from Diary of the Wimpy Kid when he has to wrestle the girl, and he's like, what do I do against this? Where am I supposed to grab her? Right? Like, what are you supposed to do against Superpower? Your hero can't leave the base.
I mean, sure, but like even Hero, who we just saw like scared out of its mind, unable to play against anyone else, truly thinking about this for the rest of their time, they at least came up with a counter strategy by the 3rd round and employed it. They did it really poorly, don't get me wrong, but they did do it, right? And so I struggle to say no one else above them can come up with the same, just send 2 standards to knock out theirs, right? Like that's such a simple strategy. And other standards are way better at being aggressive and fighting. I think they'll take those fights a lot better.
Okay, but hear me out. What
Hear me
I'm
out.
saying is
Also the drones. The drones weren't getting involved at all in that last one. They can be there.
You're the bracket man. Okay?
I am.
The bracket guy.
There's not a
That
zero
strategy doesn't have to work against every team.
It's true. There is a non-zero chance.
It only has to work like 3 times.
I know it only has to work like 3 times.
Bro, their Sentry was so good. It's just so unique. They were the only team playing that strat, and I think what's going to happen is you're going to be top 12, top 8, top 6, and you're going to be playing against the same strategy over and over and over. You're going to have a really good strat, and then you're going to come up against this weirdo that's playing so different from everyone else that you just can't do anything.
But keeping in mind also, this strat is no longer hidden. Like, I assume that all these teams that expect to get into this top 12 are going to watch each other at least, right?
Oh,
no shot
they're watching
they don't,
Rep,
Preston.
but like, what if they don't? What if they don't watch
They're not
Rep?
watching Rep. I guess they don't. They can't watch Rep. It's banned in China. We're not allowed there at the moment.
Bro,
but I think
they're
like
firing up VPNs right now to watch Rep. It's worth it.
They should. They really, honestly, we should say this to the Chinese teams. Be like, watch this. We covered all the important matches that you guys are playing against.
I'm getting off the rails.
You are
One
getting
hitter
way off the rails.
is what Steven's saying. That's a hot take.
What? They don't have any macro, Steven. I'm sorry,
look
man.
At,
like
look
they
at the
can't
lack
play
of
together.
Notes. Look how unexcited we were about one hitter's performance as a team that's won it all before. I had to put good Sentry navigation as one of the pros.
Yeah. Their drone plays well. The drone plays really well, but other than that, they just aren't cohesive together while driving. I think that's a big issue for them.
Yeah. You're going South China Tiger. I understand you're doing it just because you love the balancing standards.
I do love the balancing standards. Also, I love the dart hits.
Yeah, I mean, they've got everything.
I think that they play really well together is the thing. That's why I'm like, they're my number 1. I think Taurus is probably my number 2 because I think that they're just a little bit shy of South China Tiger.
You know what? You know what I'll do? I'm fine with this. I agree that South China Tiger does the main strategy best.
Got it.
I'm just saying sometimes
you think they're gonna get upset? You think they're gonna run into superpower and they're not gonna be able to figure it out? Come on, Preston. They have to eventually play if they're gonna win.
Yeah.
This is someone
I'm not saying I'm not putting on number 1 by superpower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it could be South China. It could be superpower. It's going to be a hilarious match. Okay. I'm excited to see them play against each other.
I really want to. I'm excited to watch the whole internationals. Now after revisiting all these teams, I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Preston.
Good. Chat, we hope you're feeling it too. International finals is coming up. Get hyped for RMUC. It's almost here. Speaking of other things that are almost here, tomorrow we will be right here on the Rep channel in the evening, similar time with Matt. Matt Ocado hopping on from the commentary squad, joining the Rep team.
Matt in the Rep team? Yeah. Oh my goodness. What are we going to be reporting on tomorrow, Preston?
We're going to be talking about game design. We're going to be talking about RMNA game design, RMUC game design. You're going to hear my crazy idea, which is to bring these bad boys to RMNA.
The projectile holding cubes?
Yeah. Doesn't need any software. Doesn't need any software. When I played RMNA, when I played RMUC, the hero projectiles were in these. Let that sink in. I know I'm leaking it early, but
beyond your age, I'm sitting with this and I'm like, oh my goodness, are you cooking or are you burning it? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if it smells good or bad yet. The onions are getting chopped actively. Yeah. And I'm curious to see what the meal is.
We'll chat about it tomorrow.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. That has been our second episode ever of the REP-ort, if you will. We will be right back again, like Preston said, tomorrow on our regular schedule from then on, I believe.
Yep.
And it's been great seeing you guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.